1, or correct, Bandage 1 Ford, route 336.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, Bushman, Sullivan, copy at White 6.
That's a weapon.
Yeah. Hotel 26, Crazy Horse 1-8.
We'll call for exchange by Charlie Mike Bravo.
Speed 37. I'm Red White 6, Bushman, 6 Romeo.
They have individuals with weapons.
Bandage 1 4, radio. Radio, Bandage 1 4, route.
Yep, he's got a weapon too. Hotel 26, Crazy Horse 1-8, have 5 to 6 individuals with AK-47s. Request permission to engage.
Roger that. We have no personnel east of our position, so you're free to engage over.
All right, we'll be engaging.
Roger, go ahead. I can't get them now because they're behind that building. We got an RPG.
All right, we got a guy with an RPG.
I'm going to fire.
Okay. Hold on, let's come around.
We got buildings right now from our point of view.
Yeah, we're going to come around and get them from
I saw an individual with RPG getting ready to fire. We won't get
Yeah, we got a guy shooting. Now he's behind the building.
You're clear.
All right, firing.
Line here. When the state line let me know when you get it.
One shoot. Light them all up.
202 traffic, 260.
Come on, fire.
Hey, Roger.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Bushmaster 2-6. We need to move time now.
All right, we just engaged all 8 individuals.
Yeah, we got 2 birds. We're still firing.
Roger.
Got him.
6 is a 2-6. We'll move, but we got 13.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was going on?
Got a bunch of bodies laying there.
All right, we got about 8 individuals.
Yeah, we got one guy crawling around down there, but yeah, we got definitely got some. Or shooting some more.
Roger. Hey, you shoot, I'll talk. Hotel 26, Crazy Horse 1-8.
Crazy Horse 1-8, this is Hotel 26, over.
Roger, currently engaging approximately 8 individuals, KIA, RPGs, and AK-1-8.
Oh yeah, look at those dead bastards.
002, 310.
Nice. Good shoot.
Thank you.
There's one guy moving down there, but he's a one.
To the south.
All right, we'll let them know so they can hurry up, get over here.
Okay, we're going to come back and play the part where they kill the kids or wound the kids. The reports aren't clear. They left very seriously wounded, but they wouldn't let them into a U.S. hospital, so that's not known. But the issue here is, at first you see a tripod, you see cameras. I can tell they're cameras. This is blurry internet video compared to what they were seeing. But maybe the troops are wrong, you're thinking. Maybe they're wrong. Then, when it's clear they're cameras, when it's clear no one's got a gun, when they're on the ground crawling, they start saying, oh, yes, that van's pulling up, they're getting weapons and wounded. When they're not, they're getting one guy off the street. You then see how they're framing them, and it's reminiscent of all the cop videos where their own squad car busts them because they forget to erase it, and they go, I'm going to frame him right now. I'm going to give the signal. They walk over to the guy in handcuffs behind the car and go, oh, what's this? And take it out of their back pocket. Mike Rivero.
Well, when I first saw this video, when WikiLeaks first put it out there, right at the moment where the guy says, "Oh yeah, there's a guy with an RPG. There's a guy with an RPG," and I was looking at the video, and the first thought that went through my head is, no, that's a camera with a telephoto lens. I mean, the front of it was way too wide to be an RPG. And the guy from his body language was just looking around the corner to see if it was safe to maybe take a picture. And yet the guy's saying, oh, this is an RPG, and they just opened fire on the guy. At that moment, it really wasn't clear. These guys are not checking their targets. They very much got that Pope innocent to three mentality, kill everybody, let God sort them out, and cover it up afterwards. And again, they're just going out there and shooting all these people, and their only concern is, we don't want to look bad to the chain of command. And it's not the image of the American fighting man that we, the people who pay the bills, want to see.
Well, even on the blurred footage that's third or fourth generation that we're seeing, you can see the little kids' faces looking out the car, and they know, and then they laugh about it later. That's got to be the most painful part about this, because this is destroying the name of our country, Mike.
Absolutely. It's dragging the image of the United States through the dirt. Not that it needed much help from the last 10 years. But yeah, we've got to get these videos out there, because it's going to become impossible for the U.S. government to sell a new war in Iran when Americans see the conduct of our troops in the existing conflicts. And I know the corporate media is out there trying to excuse this all away and say, well, bad things happen in war. Yeah, and our side is doing them. We're the invaders. We're the conquerors.
Stay there.
We know that
if the system can set the precedent to allow this type of merciless killing, they will carry these type of operations out in the United States, and they are deploying drones now. Police departments are getting weaponized drones. I want to talk to Mike Rivero, and then coming up the next hour, we're going to play the second half of this video here in audio about Obama. That's why the corporates picked him. That's why they brought Obama in, was because the unpopular war issue would then basically go off the table, and he's increased drone attacks. He's increased many of these wars, and that's why we're exposing him as Barry Soetoro. By exposing the fact that his real name is Barry Soetoro, that he's an Indonesian citizen, that he waived his U.S. citizenship, and is ineligible because of that, more than even the questionable birth certificate, we can also discredit and bring this system to justice. That's why we got this new T-shirt for sale. It says Barry Soetoro, big picture of Barack Obama, a.k.a. Barry Soetoro, Infowars.com on the back. You want to educate people about Barry Soetoro, get this T-shirt at Infowars.com, and your purchase also supports the radio show. You can also order the 2 new films that are coming out this month, Infowars.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Mike, that question about Barack Obama, where is the left? Where is Dennis Kucinich? Where are all these people that were supposedly against these illegal wars?
Well, they're basically showing their party loyalty and basically revealing that both political parties really are personality cults. Who's ever at the top, we worship and agree with them, and we attack the guy on the other side. In a lot of ways, the political parties are functioning as religions. They've got the personality of the figure at the top who is always right, is presumed infallible, and always at making fun of the leader of the other cult on the other side of the aisle here. But the reality is that we, the American people, who are expected to provide money and our children for all of this stuff, we need to basically look at the fact that these politicians, like religions, they're making promises they can't really keep and have no intentions of keeping. And that really, for me, is the issue here. We've got a government that feels they have the divine right to lie to us at any and all times, whatever lie they can come up with that'll keep us contented and complacent, or at least silent and obedient. That's what they're going to feed to us, and they think there's nothing wrong with that. And they don't understand why, after all the lies that we have seen from the last several administrations, the American people are getting fed up. We're tired of lies. We don't want to live in a world of lies. I know that politicians like to go around saying, mundus vult decepi, the people want to be lied to. That's not true. I don't want to be lied to. I demand the truth from the government that is demanding my money and obedience and my family members to die in wars. And we're not getting it. And on that issue alone, I think it's time for the American people to stand up and say, no more. Enough is enough. We were promised that this administration was going to end the wars. They haven't done it. It's time to say, okay, this administration's a failure. This government is a failure. They are not responsive to the people.
I want to get this in now. Here's Reuters. NATO rejects Russian call for Afghan poppy spraying. Here it is on record. They let the poppies grow. It's policy. NATO Wednesday rejected Russian calls for it to eradicate opium poppy fields in Afghanistan, saying the best way for Moscow to help control the drug would be give more assistance against the insurgency. Russia's anti-drug czar, Viktor Anovov, met NATO ambassadors in Brussels and proposed that NATO troops be given a UN mandate and an obligation to eradicate Afghan poppy fields, which were killing 30,000 Russians a year. But NATO said no, that they're going to let it grow because if they do, it'll make the insurgency mad, when our government is in control of almost the whole country and is out there protecting the poppy fields. I even heard a BBC piece where they admitted this. I mean, they're now out in the open protecting the poppy fields, but then I'll drive through a military checkpoint asking if I've got their stinking drugs. Again, they bring the drugs in as a way to get in your life, as a way to get the military involved in your life, as a way to federalize law enforcement, and as a way to put nonviolent drug users in their private prisons, competing with the rest of the outside industry.